Hey, guess what? What?
It is I, RipperX! Hey guys, what is happening? My name is RipperX. Well, a bit of news if you guys haven't heard already. Darkfall has officially announced their new game, Darkfall 2.0, or in other words, Darkfall Unholy Wars. I had a lot of fun playing the original Darkfall back in the day when it came out in beta, as well as released on the European server, as well as the North American server. Darkfall definitely was in my top 5 games of all time. Granted, there were some issues with the game initially, but the basic core elements of Darkfall are amazing, large-scale PvP battles, as you can see on the screen right now. Again, this is old footage. This is not Darkfall Unholy Wars. This is the original Darkfall, but the announcement has officially happened. Tassos has been talking about it, as well as the development team. So we're gonna move on to Tassos and listen to kind of what he has to say about it. But the reason I'm making this video is because I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear your comments and your feedback. Let's talk about it. Let's make a discussion. Definitely interested in hearing what you guys think about the new Darkfall Unholy Wars, which is apparently coming out in a couple months here. Again, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to have a lot of potential. There's going to be a lot of revisions and fixes that they didn't do in the previous game. This is essentially a whole new game per se. So, again, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Let's go ahead and throw on Tassos really quick here. And again, any comments, feedback, questions, or just general hey naysay, go ahead and leave it in a comment below.
The idea to make a new game was something that developed over time. We started out wanting to add new features to the game, like, for example, a role system. We had discussed this. We also wanted to fix some legacy issues the game had, like the GUI, which we weren't happy with at all, and always wanted to do something with that, and the new player experience, etc. So one of the things we started working on was the siege system. We did a complete redesign, but we decided to add this to the current game. So our attitude at this point was, let's fix this game. The way we went about doing this expansion was starting with the lessons learned to date, and these were 1,000. There were things we wanted to do before the game came out that we never managed to do. There were things that came up along the way. There were inspirations that were given to us by the community. You know, it's impossible making a game to think of everything beforehand. So this is what Darkfall 2010 was. It was a massive expansion, and it kept getting bigger and bigger. And as it kept getting bigger, everyone's appetite for change and improvement also kept getting bigger. Trying to patch this game in such a big way, Darkfall 2010, it turned out to be a massive undertaking. And it's a little demotivating just trying to keep fixing something. When it makes you feel that something's broken and you've done something wrong, and then you just keep fixing it, you know, fixing and fixing. So eventually we realized that the energy we were putting into fixing the existing game, and this was very hard to do, would be better used in creating a new game. And the moment we came to this realization, we all were relieved and excited, and until the massive undertaking hit us, because it wasn't just enough to make the decision, but we also had to really do this quickly, because I don't think anyone was going to wait for us for 5 years to put out a new game. So we've managed to do this in less than 2. The Darkfall community played a very serious role in our process. We had been getting daily feedback for years, and nobody really knows the game better than the players themselves. So we used to run this regular exercise where we would go, okay, so what does the community want? And we would come up with these huge lists from feedback from forums and emails we would get. Some of the guys from the community, especially the ones that give consistent constructive criticism, their names are almost household words around the company, and we really couldn't appreciate them more. We feel that their feedback has been instrumental in our decision to create a new game. So Darkfall 2010, it was actually replaced by Darkfall 2.0. One an expansion, the other a new game. We actually have a name for the new game now. It's called Darkfall Unholy Wars. We're in the final stretch for launch right now. We're testing the game internally. It's in a very playable state. We're doing internal beta testing, and it's really awesome.